Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Geraldine and I make videos all about simple life, organization, and planner videos. So if that's your type of jam, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldine Silva. So today I'm going to be doing a what's in my work bag. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a pediatric speech pathologist. So that means I go into the homes and I do speech therapy for kids who are under the age of 3. After that, they go to the schools and get speech therapy there. But technically, I'm early intervention, so I'll be working on kids with like signing or just basic vocabulary. And that's basically what I do from day to day. And if you watched any of my vlogs, you kind of get the gist of what it is that I do. If you haven't watched my vlogs, I suggest that you do. I have a whole playlist on my channel that I will link down below as well for you guys, of me and being a pediatric speech pathologist. And today I wanted to show you guys what it is that I do keep in my bag and what I find essential if you are a speech pathologist, just to give you an idea of like what you could possibly need in your bag and what's like essential. So with that being said, I also wanted to introduce my tote bags that I created for speech pathologists. It's so cute. It says speech language pathologist assistant. I created this bag for us girlies who are assistants because there's so many speech stuff out there but nothing really representing assistants. We kind of, you know, get undervalued a lot in this field, but I'm not leaving you guys out. I'm part of the squad as well. So I wanted to create a bag for all of us so we can take our little goodies to go. And I was already in the lookout for a bag and I was just like, why not create one myself? And so that's what I did. If you guys are interested in purchasing, they're $25. I have them linked also down below on my Etsy shop if you're interested in purchasing and whatnot. So I'm so excited that I created this, and yeah, they're really cute. It's so spacious and you get to see everything that I keep inside and what I find essential. So let's go ahead and get inside the bag. So this is my little tote that I take every day. First things first that I have in here is a little bag of goodies. So in here, because I don't take typical soap notes when I'm I have hair in my mouth or hair in my face. So because I don't take typical soap notes while I'm in session, I go home and write my notes when I finish my day of work. I have to have my parents sign at the end of the session just to confirm that I was there. So in here I have my pen that I use all the time. I also have a Sharpie because when kids age out, I have this little book that I give them as kind of like a present, where I just write like, oh, I'm happy to have been your speech therapist. I hope you do well and stuff like that. So I need a Sharpie so I can write that on the book. My little like goodbye note. And then in here I also have an eraser, but I don't have a pencil, but I do have an eraser. I have a pencil sharpener, or a non-existent pencil that I have in here. Super glue. Super glue is so important when toys are falling apart and I have to put them back together right then and there. So super glue, you guys, if you're a traveling speech pathologist, super glue is your friend, because a lot of my toys have Velcro and a lot of the times the Velcro comes off. So I'll just super glue the little Velcro back onto the toy and then just wait a couple minutes and it should be good to go. But yeah, super glue. It comes in handy a lot more than what you think. So I do have a pencil, but it's one of those mechanical pencils where I need lead. I have a mechanical pencil, but I have a pencil sharpener and an eraser. So I guess I do need the eraser, but the sharpener, I don't think so. Tape comes in handy a lot. My boxes of my toys start to like break apart, so I use my tape to put the boxes back together. So tape actually comes in handy a lot. So as you can tell, my stuff that I have in my bag is a lot repairing toys than it is about me doing my therapy because things break on the whim. And then all this other stuff is just a bunch of like hole punchers and whatnot. So that's what I have in this little bag. So it's kind of like my toy repair bag, plus where I keep my pen. And another thing that I do have in my bag is another little bag. These are stamps, and I love giving stickers and stamps to my kids at the end of the day. I feel like, you know, after doing such hard work, I want to reward them with something, so I stamp them. And watching their little faces, like, I don't think, funny enough, a lot of them, I don't think I've ever seen a stamp. So a lot of the times when I give it to them, they're like so amazed. They like want to scratch it off. They're licking it. They're sniffing it. They're like, what is this? Like, it's the funniest thing ever, just watching them discover a stamp. Like, to us, we're just like, oh yeah, we know what a stamp is. But to them, it's like, what is this contraption? Why can't I not take this off? And then some of them also don't like it, so they want to rub it off, which is completely fine. They find it weird. But a lot of the times, trust me, I give them a stamp on their hand and they're like, what? That's so cool. Like, they're so amazed, and it's like literally the funniest thing. But I got this from Daiso, the little clear plastic bag, plus the little stamps. Unfortunately, my orange one, this one doesn't stamp very well, but the other two, perfect. But yeah, I love having these. I used to have stickers in here too, but I feel like stamps just last a little bit longer, and I don't know, they're cute too. So I'm gonna use these for a while until I guess the ink runs out on them. They're like it says they're self ink, so I think that's gonna last a good while. Okay, so another thing that I do have in my bag are wipes. Okay, as much as I love working with little toddlers, their hands are the most stickiest, dirtiest little hands ever. And it's not because I'm like, it's nothing weird or anything. I still touch them and everything. I still touch their hands to do hand over hand guidance. However, my hands, after touching little sticky hands all day, I need to wash them so I can eat or just clean my hands off. And I don't really have access to a restroom unless I'm in the home and I'm like, hey, can I use your restroom? But when I'm on the go, trust me, you need wipes. So I just got this these are the Huggy wipes. I just grab whatever I find from the Dollar Tree because it's $1.25 and they're just wipes. I'm just going to end up throwing them away anyways. But I find these essentials to just clean my hands really well and then call it a day. And then also to clean my phone and any other little toys or my box itself, because my box also gets really dirty from the kids touching on top of it. Like my box is pink. If you've seen it in my videos, it's pink, so it's a light color and dirt just shows up on it a lot. But it's easy to clean once I just wipe it down and everything. So you need that. It's essential. You could also have hand sanitizing wipes if you need it, but I find the baby wipes just feel a little bit better than hand sanitizer. Now, next thing I have is this coloring book. I typically have just one in my bag, and I pick a different one every single time. I don't have the same one. This one is Blippi. I feel like a lot of the kids don't really like this. I thought a lot of them would like Blippi, but I guess my kiddos don't really like them, so I might go and buy a different one because they don't want to color Blippi. So I have these little stamp markers where we just stamp, and I try to pull this out a lot and none of them want to color it. So, but I do have a coloring book. It's a great activity. Kids love arts and crafts, and so do I, which makes me really happy. So we're doing lots of coloring, lots of coloring with markers, little dot markers, painting. I do a lot of that in my therapy, so you don't have to make your therapy boring. It could be really fun. So yeah, coloring book. Last thing that I do have, I keep stuff that's very essential. I have my binder where I keep all my forms for my families, which I could show you really quickly. My forms look like, because I have the new ones for the new month. So I just want to cover up my company name, but this is what the form looks like. So I just have my parents, I date and put speech, and then the duration of time, which is usually 50 minutes, and then I just have the parents sign. And then at the end of the month, which you saw in my last vlog if you watched it, actually no, you haven't watched it, it's gonna be uploaded on Wednesday, but at the end of the month I have to count all the hours that I have and then submit it on my Google Classroom so that I get billed and paid for that session. If I don't submit my notes, then I don't get paid. So, and it was a waste of an hour. So I have to keep track of this every single month. It's not that hard to keep track of it as long as I keep it in this binder and I transport this everywhere I go. Another thing that I do have in here, which was provided by my company, was this little information packet giving examples of what parents can do at home. So for example, this one's creating routines. Expose your child to language above their current level. It's helpful to add 1 to 2 words on top of the words that they already say. So if they say mama, we could say mama milk or mama ball. Like, you add more words to what they already say. That's building blocks to creating sentences and phrases, just expanding their vocabulary. So these are little packets that I do get. So I have different levels depending on where the child's at. So this is level 1, which is just basic vocabulary. And then I also have, and it's also in Spanish, which I requested because a lot of my parents are in Spanish. So I have English and in Spanish, which I find very helpful that they did that for me. And then we have number 2, which is adding three-word phrases, again in English and in Spanish. As you could tell, not a lot of kids are in the second level because a lot of them are still in basic vocabulary. I also have level 3 right here. This is self-talk, teaching parents what self-talk means, how they could do that at home. And then last but not least, I have level 4 with it, which is called withholding. Those aren't like a level, but that's more of like techniques. Self-talk and withholding are 2 different techniques that you can use at home for your child to facilitate language, and how it could be helpful to actually withhold an item without and having an expectation of them requesting it rather than just giving it to them. So that's all I keep inside my little bag. I don't carry a lot, but I do carry necessities because I go from home to home. I don't want to be carrying way too much in my backpack, in my bag, and typically I don't really need a lot, just the stuff, just my forms and stuff to fix my toys and a pen. Everything else is inside my toy box that I use for therapy every single time. I just wanted to show you guys what I keep in my bag and maybe just give you an idea of what you should keep in your bag and what could be helpful. So if you guys are interested in purchasing a little tote bag, I would be greatly appreciated so we can be all matching in this little tribe that we're creating. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload. And follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldi Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Mwah.